What's that, Skip? Seano's talking about Supercoach again. Let's go. G'day everybody, it's Seano again, and I'm back with some more Supercoach content. Today we're going to be doing another player spotlight on Errol Gulden from Sydney. So before we get into it, thank you so much for your support on the last video, my most popular video ever. So glad you liked it. If you haven't checked it out, that was my team reveal for January. So I'll leave a link down below, and I'll also leave a link for my other player spotlight that we did with LDU. Check that one out. That one was really interesting. So one more thing, don't forget, if you joined my Discord, also be a link down below. Pop your team in that post my team here section, and soon we'll do a live video and we'll go through those teams live on YouTube. All right, so let's get into it. Player spotlight on Errol Gulden. So obviously he plays for Sydney this year in Supercoach. He is 566,600. Now a little bit of a background for this young man. We'll just scoot up here. He is 23 years old, so pretty much coming into his prime, 175 centimeters tall, and he plays. He's named as a mid in Supercoach, but really his position is a wing. Usually as a wing is a death position for Supercoach, but not in his case. He is the connector man. He is the man that, you know, he runs into the centre bouncers and gets the ball delivered out by, you know, whether it's Heaney or whoever else is in there, Chad Warner. They get the ball, they deliver it out to him, and he's the one that delivers to the forwards, or sometimes it goes on and kicks a goal himself. Also, the backmen love using him as a link to get out of the back line and through to the forward line. So he's an elite runner and has elite stats when it comes to his kick and ball movement. Now in 2025, in the preseason game, he fractured his ankle, and we didn't see him on the park until it was round 15. So after that round 15, he averaged 104, which is still not too bad. It's still not too bad. And if we could probably see here, we have a quick look here. In 2025, we got 204, and in that he included a 146, a 122, a 115, a 108, and a 107 as ceiling scores, and he had a 73 was his lowest score. We're not really going to pay too much about 2025. We're going to go back to 2024 when he played a full season. So, like we said, if we want to have a quick look at it, when it comes to CBAs, he doesn't spend in the whole 2024 season. He only went above 60% CBAs 4 times. So, you know, they've got a bit of more help. They've got Sheldrick and maybe a few other young men coming through. I think they're going to want him on the outside, the man getting the goals. But as we said, it doesn't affect him too much. Now, another amazing stat, when he came back in 2025, he averaged 26 disposals and 4 tackles. You got to love a player that tackles a lot, because that's 3 points that you're getting in Supercoach every time he makes those tackles. So average of 4 tackles is absolutely amazing. In the 2024 season, which we're going to look at now, so that's the 2025. In 2024, he led inside 50s for the entire league. He had 151 for the season. Nobody else came. Well, they might have been supposed to come first, but he was the number one. He led the entire league for inside 50s. He also, time on ground, averaged 90.5%. Now, there's not too many players out there who are averaging 90.5% time on ground. So even if he is on that wing, he's always out there, you know. He's always got the chance to grab a few points, to get a kick, to get a handball, to get his hands on it. And if he's on that wing, maybe that new rule helps him out. If the ball's going out, you know, and he's taking the kicks when the ball goes out from the opposition players, maybe that's going to get him a few other sneaky kicks as well. So the reason I wasn't thinking about him too much, I was thinking about fading him because I thought he kind of had to kick goals to get a big score. So that's why I thought I'd break down the stats for you today. Does he have to kick goals to get a big score? We know he's elite, but does he need to get those goals? So here we go in DFS, and maybe I'll even make it a little bit bigger for you guys. So I've gone through and I've highlighted all the ones that he has not kicked the goal here. And so it comes up as a Supercoach average in 2024 of 99. So that's not the best in the world. You know, you probably want higher than that from your primos, which is probably a little bit why I was debating whether I would get him, and I probably wasn't as keen as some people out there. Some people are super keen on him. But within that, he's still got a big score. Like here, there's no goals, and he got 151 with 41 possessions against North in that year. Obviously, North probably weren't that good that year, but 41 possessions, that's ridiculous. And then he's got 100, another 109, 112 as he peak scores. And his lowest score, looks like his lowest score is a 75. And I think that's why the difference between him and some other wingmen, he's out there 90% of the time. So, you know, his bottom score, his basement score, is probably going to be higher than most other wingmen. So you can take that into account. It's going to be very rare. Besides that 75, I think his next lowest score when he's got no goals was like an 82. Let's have a look what happens when he scores goals. So he started off his career as a goal scorer, as a forward, and then he moved into this wing midfield position. So we know he can kick a goal, and we know he has an elite kick. So, you know, we know Sydney love the ball in his hand, not just for the movement down that wing, but also when he's in front of goals. So here we go. I highlighted all the ones in this section where he kicks goals. And here he scored a Supercoach average of 117. Now, that's what we want out of our premiums. Like, if you could guarantee he would score a goal every game, you'd lock him in and throw away the key. So some of the peak scores included in this, we got a 118, a 108, there's a 151, a 157, a 131, a 129, a 149, a 114. So there's some huge scores, and the lowest one is a 73. So it looks like he is potentially, you know, there is that potential that he could drop you a 73, but don't forget too, this is 2 seasons ago, 21-year-old. He's now 23. You know, he's in his absolute prime. Maybe if he could raise those 73s, those down games, up to about, you know, a 90, you'd be pretty happy with that, wouldn't you? So I'm not too sure. Has this convinced you guys that he should be in your team? Maybe he's in your team already. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've already locked him away, or if these stats have maybe turned you off or turned you on with putting him in your team. So I hope that kind of helps out. I'm seriously considering picking him myself now that I look at these stats. I mean, I know a 73 is probably going to hurt me occasionally, but a little bit of improvement, you know, we know he's elite. Maybe having Kerno there helps him out. You know, if he hits Kerno on the chest a few more times, he gets a few more goal assists. You know, maybe this could be a really huge season for him. So anyway, crew, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And also, don't forget, if you want me to go through your team live on a YouTube stream, chuck it in my Discord. The links will be down below. Put it in the post my team here section, and we'll go through it in a video very soon. So I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will talk to you all again in the next video. Have a good one. I'll see you then. Take it away, Skip.